What's up, y'all? We back. This is 319 podcast with two brothers. Just talk. We was talking about stories growing up in Waterloo, Iowa. We still got some, but we pivoted, and now it's just two brothers having a conversation, and y'all just here to listen.
A lot bigger and a lot better.
One thing we don't do
What's up?
is talk enough about your story, the whole situation.
Right.
As for the people who don't know, he in a wheelchair. He got shot and he paralyzed from the waist down. So everything you can remember from that point, from the night that it happened.
That's a big one. Okay, so, man. Well, the night before we had Marion, we thought he was Lamaya, but we had Marion's baby shower. So that night, we went home, and, I was living with Cleo at the time. Me and Destiny went home, and we went to sleep late, pretty late. We heard the glass just shattered from the back door. And I look up. There's two motherfucking niggas right there, 40 cows, in my face. At that moment, I ain't gonna lie to you, fear didn't even come in. And I never been around a gun before that like that. Like, I've been around guns, but I never had one in my face.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, the right thing to do is just, hey, man, what you here for type shit. So, like I said, hey, man, some bricks in the closet, da-da-da-da-da. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, Cleo, he comes out. It's dark as hell, but Cleo light as fuck. So he comes out. Them niggas point the gun at him and start shooting. So the nigga that was on my side, it was one gun pointing at him, one pointing at me. They hit me in my head and cracked my skull open. After that, I seen red, nigga. I seen red. You know me, man. I was little as fuck, but I was always on go. I seen red and I ended up fighting him. As we fighting him, nigga, I'm thinking I'm in shock or something. As we fighting him, nigga, all you hear is fly, 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 fly. Bullets just going off by my motherfucking foot. So I handled that nigga, yeah. He got handled. But then, other nigga pointed the gun at Destiny. And I don't know about y'all as parents, but I know how I was in this world with my parents. And so I had my kid, and I wanted to give him all the love, the support, everything I didn't get. So it's like, all right, I put it in you. I got to save you. I ran towards him. I ain't going to lie to you, bro. I thought I was in shock or some shit, man. I thought it was just the noise. Man, nigga, my legs went instantly stiff. Right, I hit the ground, bro. I can't feel nothing below my waist. And I told Cleo on them, and as I was bleeding out on the ground from my back and my head, I told Cleo on them, I said, I think I'm paralyzed. Like, literally, I kept on doing this, poking my leg and kept on saying, something don't feel right. Something don't feel right. And you only get paralyzed once, you get what I'm saying? But when you know something is off, because I wasn't born like that.
Right.
So, and no, I'm not racist when I say this. So I'm sitting there bleeding out. I'm damn near going to sleep. You got Cleo and Tasha. Well, Cleo ran down the alley towards them niggas after they was gone. But Tasha, she's like, DJ, Destiny screaming. You know, all I know is what I remember what I was taught in school. Stay awake. I was fainting though. I felt it coming. Like, how can I say it like this? Because March 17, 2008, I lost so much blood I couldn't feel my face. I felt death coming when my son was awake. Man, that was the first time of seeing a white guy come in that motherfucker. I mean, like what I mean about that is this. That was the first time I was happy as hell to see that white guy. It was the ambulance.
Hey, that's crazy. That's the same thing Lil Wayne said when he got shot. That white man saved his life, dog.
Yeah, I was so glad to see him because I was trying to keep it awake, and that shit was getting harder and harder and harder. But as they got me out, put me on the stretcher, and remind you, like I said, the gunshots was going off and they was shooting, so therefore it was hitting. If the bullets was going through the floor and the neighbors. So, you know, just seeing that whole apartment building out there. As I'm going down the stairs, they took me down the stretcher, you know, that long-ass staircase that was back there.
Yeah.
I didn't think twice. I not only saved my baby mama, my son, I saved all Cleo's kids that was in the house too.
Right, the whole household.
And I did it.
Sacrifice for the whole household.
And I did it effortlessly. And
'Cause
I
you
ain't
didn't
even,
you didn't have to fight.
I didn't want no smoke though, but you hit me. I didn't want no smoke. I was a baby still. I was a teenager, but I ain't want no smoke.
And they left with nothing.
Left with nothing. So it felt like a setup, but that's something for another time. But as I go to the hospital, you know, me and my mom, we was distant and whatever at that time. So I go to the hospital, man. My mom said, I wanted you to come home, but not like this. She was the only one that was back there. She was the only one allowed. I'm talking about back there.
Right.
All I remember is seeing this big ass needle. Big ass needle. I look up, everything just went black. So I guess I woke up in the ICU. And I remember this vividly, and it felt like the movies. It felt like the movies, nigga. I closed my eyes, I opened them. I seen Cleo and Tasha at the bottom of my bed. I closed my eyes, I opened them. I seen Jarvis crying at the bottom of my bed. I opened my eyes and I closed them. Twan was there. I closed my eyes again, and by the time I opened them, I guess I was upstairs now, and they took me upstairs, and that's when that whole, I don't know if you remember, but it was like literally a big ass line from inside my room to out that bitch. Everybody was there. The first person I instantly seen and recognized.
No, I remember that.
Huh?
I remember that.
The first person I seen and recognized was Twan. Antoine Phillips, bro. That was the first person I noticed. You was in there. Everybody was in there. And the West Side, and I respect y'all for this, Dante, all y'all, because y'all came up in there and y'all took that picture with me while I was sitting in the hospital in the bed like this. They put a hat on me. Y'all came up in there, all y'all, even Ted, even though we ain't never seen eye to eye, even Ted was in there with me.
Right.
Man, that shit felt like a dream, nigga, but I still didn't grasp the situation yet. You feel me? I didn't grasp it. Because I was just so medicated from the trauma to my body. And all I know is that 2 weeks later, they took me downstairs and they put me in the rehab center. Not drugs. The rehab center where they can't send you out.
It's crazy to have to specify that, but yeah, I know.
Because I don't give a fuck what I go through. I'm too strong for drugs. But yeah, they took me in rehab because they don't put you out in the world without you knowing what you need to do.
Right.
Now let me remind you, I still didn't catch wind of what was going on. But as they was getting me out the bed, putting me in a chair, from the swelling and everything, from the bullets and the trauma, my eyes was black like raccoons. I sat in that mirror for a whole week. A whole week, bro. All I could think to myself was like, bro, you don't look like DJ. You don't look like DJ. Man, I was ready to give up right then and there. I was ready to give up right then and there. But the values that my grandma instilled in me, I said, nah, we ain't about to have no pity party. And Nuggets was gonna be born, he was supposed to be born a month later.
Right.
So as I'm in the hospital bed one time, the nurse came in, the OT nurse or whatever, we did our woo bada bam. And the medicine wore off enough for me to finally realize what was going on. Now, Uncle Damo, man, I love you so much, and this is why I give all praise to you, because you even quit your job at Tyson's to be right there with me. My father wasn't there.
Right.
But I caught wind of reality of the situation, and I tried to get up and get out the bed. Now, as I tried to get up and get out the bed, I was so medicated, and I was a kid, so I wasn't grasping the whole situation.
Right.
I get up, and I fall down on the ground. My legs just didn't work. Uncle Damo picked me up, and he grabbed me, and he said, you are still DJ. You just got to get around a little bit different. Man, the reality of that, it tore me apart. But the fight in me didn't quit. And that shit took some strength that I didn't even know I had.
Definitely got to be hard.
That's how it went. And shit, the rest was just.
The rest is just how you've been living life since.
Yeah.
That was just the beginning of the new life you had to live.
Introduction.
So, yeah, the rest is just how it's been since. But.
Hold on, though. I want to make this known before you say that. Everybody I meet and everybody I see, they see me and I talk to them and they like, what the fuck happened? Let me tell you something about me. I'm on this podcast to share my story, but don't feel bad for me. I hear that all the time, my whole life since I've been like this. They be like, I'm sorry. What you sorry for? I still raised my kid. I still rise above the statistic of Waterloo. But I
right, you get around on your own.
Got my own place. I take care of myself.
I think a lot of people do got that confused because people, I know, like off the rip, they look at you like you a burden, and it scares people away. Like they back up, even if they decide that they're gonna deal with you, they end up backing up anyway.
Yep.
And some people, they don't even try, and then some people just back up, and it's like y'all ain't give yourself time to realize that this man do everything by himself.
Yeah.
People, I don't know, man. They see people who don't understand how to live in a wheelchair don't know how to live in a wheelchair. And, like, even me, I don't understand how to live in a wheelchair. But I've been around you long enough to realize you don't need me for nothing.
On God.
Only thing you might need me for is some stairs.
On God.
That's it.
Right. Nothing else. Nothing else.
Yeah.
They get it confused because I'm one of the ones that didn't give up. Now, I've met a lot of people in my journey that gave up, and they was threatened by my presence. Not because I did something to them. It was just, shit, I just was so independent.
But then it's the people, it get worse with this wheelchair shit. Because it's the people who, they physically can't give up or give up. They physically can't because they can't move.
Yep.
So them electric wheelchairs, the motherfucking shit what you gotta breathe into, like blow into to move, like then the motherfuckers that got the little controller, like they can't. It ain't even up to them to give up because they can't. It ain't like they can do nothing. Some people just really can't do it. It's
vegetable steak.
Yeah, that shit, man. I just can't imagine. And you've been in the wheelchair longer in your life than you haven't been in the wheelchair.
Yep.
So you done live more than half of your life in the wheelchair.
Yep. It wasn't easy, and it still ain't easy. But, hey, what can you do? You can't do shit about it. You can't reverse it.
Right. But that's what I was going to get to. I haven't been in a situation where anything has happened to me, really. It's always been people that I care about. And, I mean, sometimes it's some survivor's guilt. But it's like, ain't nothing happened to me yet. I don't want to jinx it. There ain't even no wood for me to knock on. Damn.
It's some wood chips.
Like,
oh God, wood chip.
But ain't nothing really happened to me, man, and I don't want to put that shit in the universe. I mean, I said it plenty of times, but now I'm saying it for the world to hear. I done been through it with you, my mom, my dad, my sisters, my wife. Like she damn near didn't make it out the hospital.
Yeah.
And I've been in hospitals. I've been hospitalized, but it always just seemed so easy and so simple on my side. Like, I got diagnosed with pancreatitis. They gave me some medicine, sent me the fuck home. Motherfucking, kidney stones. Gave me some medicine, sent me the fuck home. But surgeries, I ain't never had to deal with none of that shit.
Them shits, I ain't gonna lie, them shit's treacherous.
I mean, I done been cut open for some little infection type shit. Like I had like an infection under my armpit and they had to lance the shit and drain it. But then I had an infection in my finger because you know the work I do. I guess I had a cut on my finger and chemical was getting in it. So my shit got infected. I was out of work for like 3 days because I couldn't wear the gloves. So, but that's the most shit. I ain't really been through shit, man.
Nigga,
I ain't broke a bone.
You blessed to come out of Waterloo and didn't have too many traumas.
And ain't been in no damn prison.
Right.
And ain't been fucking sentenced to no jail time.
Right.
So, And that's rare, like coming from where we come from. I mean, everybody go through that shit everywhere in every city.
For sure.
So it's not like we gonna paint Waterloo to be the worst of the worst, because it's fucking not. But a lot of motherfuckers think Iowa just gonna be a breeze because it's Iowa, just white folks in cornfields. That's a lie.
I met a guy last night. He was trying to ask me about a karaoke bar. I told him, man, I'm not from here. You know what I'm saying? This shit all
You karaoke in Waterloo though, but you don't be going out. So
yeah, that was my first time going out. You know what I'm saying? And my subscribers, I will be out every weekend. But so you can link up with me. We can do interviews. You can come talk to me. You can get into my vlog. But anyway, he was like, dude, you know where the karaoke bar? And I'm like, nah. And then he kind of asked me what happened. And I said, shit, and where I'm from. I said, I got shot when I was a kid, and I'm from Waterloo. He said, well, the places I've been in Iowa so far, it's been a breeze. I said, take your ass 90 miles that way. You gonna see the trenches.
Yep, take your ass to Waterloo. I mean, you just ain't gonna pull into Waterloo and run into no bullshit. You ain't.
Nah.
You just gotta be wrong place, wrong time, with the wrong person. What you don't want to do is go to Waterloo new and start getting involved with people.
Yeah.
You just stay to yourself. Once you start getting involved with people, people gonna take you around people, and motherfuckers ain't gonna tell you that they beefing with people. And then you call this bullshit in the crossfire.
Shit, I was in there for 30 minutes and them niggas was shooting.
Man, hold on. Speaking of crossfire, talking about Waterloo. Listen, man. Every place, we understand every city got its shit.
Yep.
Every place got its bad parts. But when we speaking about Iowa, a lot of people just don't understand or don't believe that Iowa deal with the same type of shit. They just don't think. They thinking, like I said, white folks in cornfields.
That's what happened to me. Mm-hmm.
You remember when that situation where they was driving down Logan, and one of the little space boys, I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but they got to shooting, and
They killed the wrong person.
yeah, they killed the innocent bystander.
Mm-hmm.
The people that they were shooting at I don't even think they hit none of them.
Mm-hmm.
But they killed the wrong nigga.
Yeah.
He ain't had nothing to do with it. And when I say the wrong nigga, I don't mean like they didn't get the right guy. No, they hit the wrong nigga.
Oh, God.
Because that nigga little brother, he ended up catching up with him because supposedly he went to jail and told some shit and got back. They let him back out. He was known for getting back out, I guess. But the dude that they killed, little brother, and he wasn't even the trigger man. He was just the driver. Dude that they killed, little brother, caught up with him, left his ass in the alley. Like, y'all know what I mean when I say he left his ass in the alley. That wasn't enough, though. Like, he really went crazy. Y'all killed my brother. Why, some days later, the nigga went and killed the boy mama, too.
Yeah, that was wild. When I found that out, I said, dog,
that's some movie
wild.
shit.
Yeah.
That's the shit you hear you see in movies.
What you wouldn't expect from Iowa.
Just right.
As
shit
they
that
say.
you wouldn't expect from Iowa. Like, nah, man, Iowa got this shit too. The city we in right now, we in the good part of it.
Hell yeah.
I don't even know all the bad parts because I don't go looking for shit. So I don't know if you know who Tommy G is on YouTube. He go to dangerous cities in every state, right?
Right.
That's just one of the things he do. But he came here. He came to Des Moines. And he went to the hood and shit, and it was a whole lot of Waterloo hate. It was a whole lot of Waterloo niggas in the comment section too. Like, man, come to Waterloo and all that. Like, Des Moines got its fucked up parts, but Waterloo is a whole fucked up part.
Yeah. It
didn't used to be like that.
Nah, when we was coming up, it was safe. Now
The west side was the safe zone. The east side was the shit. Now it's like you can't go nowhere unless you in the rich neighborhoods. And I don't even know if them are all the way right no more. Des Moines got its fucked up parts, but Waterloo is a whole fucked up part.
Waterloo is the trenches for real.
I was walking one day, right? You remember Junior and Anissa?
Yep.
They was coming across the bridge. I was walking across the bridge. They was driving across the bridge. The nigga stopped on the bridge. Stopped on the bridge. It was like, because I had on shorts, niggas. I think it's December. I think it was December. I had shorts on. It was him, Anissa, Jared was in the back seat, and I don't remember who else was there, right? But I ain't get in the car because I had my headphones. You know, I used to just walk with my headphones on, nigga. I was jamming.
Right.
Nigga, I swear to God, dog, I'm so glad I ain't getting that car because that would have been my last car ride, nigga.
That's crazy.
Because they must have just dropped Jared off, right? I get a phone call maybe like 2 hours later. You know, Junior and Nisha just got killed. I'm like, huh? I just seen that ass
man, that
crossing
shit,
the
man.
bridge. She said, yeah, Junior and Nisha just got killed. So I'm like, ain't no fucking way. So I'm calling around trying to find out what's going on. Motherfuckers say later on, news report come out, they both got hit. Nope, Junior got hit in the back of the head, and then Nissa got hit in the face. And supposedly the story is, it was just a motherfucking drug transaction that went bad.
Crazy.
Nigga was in the back seat. Instead of paying for the shit, he decided he was just gonna steal it. And he hit Junior in the back of the head. And then Nissa turned around, and he hit her dead in the face.
Still to this day, the hood ain't the same when Nissa got killed.
Fucked up thing is, if I would have gotten that car, I either would have been able to stop it from happening, or I'd have been the first one gone. Because I'd have been in the back seat with dude.
Mm-hmm.
Because they was heading to the east side. I lived on the west side. I was on my way home. So that mean when they dropped Jared off, the next move was the nigga that they picked up. Because they would have had to bust back around to take me home. Because they was coming toward the east side. I was living on the west side. So I would have been in the car with this nigga. And he either wouldn't have did it because I'd have been too close, or I'd have been able to stop it because I'd have been able to do something about it, or I'd have been the first one gone.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Dog.
That shit dangerous to be in either way.
Just close calls, nigga. One wrong move, and it can be over with. Nigga, you might not have survived that night you got hit.
Yeah, but all I knew though that is if I would have survived, I would have been the best father in my motherfucking life. Like I would have been everything my dad wasn't, and I did it. Period. Like wasn't a breeze, but I did it. That's one thing I will say. I sacrificed for that boy before he even came in this world. He came in this world with trauma.
Right.
On God. But hey, he had dad. On God. And that's not even the first time. No, I was sitting there chopping it up with Twan yesterday, right? And all right, I know you remember that fire over there. Twan had got that girl pregnant, right? But I haven't thought about it like this until yesterday. Because he picked me up. He was like, you got to remember who you is. You my hero. Man, that fire broke out because of the gas stove in the bottom. Boy, when that fire broke out, his baby mama was yelling. But I was asleep, dead sleep. His baby mama was yelling, and it was flames going all the way down her side.
She was on fire?
Yes. I was upstairs. She was in the room right across. And, nigga, I see flames. Now, let me remind you, in the room next to her, it's about 3 or 4 kids. Now, I was upstairs without a wheelchair. Like we were just saying earlier, I got up that bitch by myself.
Right.
You know how I used to do it when I was younger. I crawl up them shits. But anyway, his baby mama was in that fire. I got them kids and I got everybody out of there, even her. And I didn't think about it like how he thought about it. And I never knew that he named his son Marion after Love Marion because I saved him. Because he was in that fire.
Fuck the police on.
Well, she was pregnant in that fire.
There's some sirens that way too. Damn.
When I got them out the house, I never thought about it like that. And that was 2 times in a house full of kids that without thinking,
Right.
on impulse, without thinking, I saved them.
Right.
And that fire dog, motherfucking my RP Brenda, she just died. Like, Brenda, love you. You just died. But little Laura, who was with her, he runs from my Bessie house, which was behind that house, and he went in there and got my wheelchair out. I left the wheelchair in there, but the kids got out. But yeah, man, it just hit me though, and it kind of woke me up because I was in a slump because of what my situation was right now. But for Twan to say that to me, bro,
Yeah. I didn't even know that.
that's an honor.
I didn't even know that at all.
Yeah, his baby mom's was pregnant when that fire went off. On God. And I'll do it again for kids, man. But that's just my heart. Everybody here, Iowa, even when I was in the South, they was like, Iowa? Yeah, motherfucker, Iowa. You a nigga from Iowa? Yeah, I'm a nigga from Iowa. They can't believe it.
Man, I remember when I was working at Foot Locker, it was this group of people that came in, black people. They came in the truck, right? They came in the store. It was me and Mariah working, and she black too. They looked, they said, "Oh shit, black people." I was like, "Don't come in here playing like that, man."
My soul.
What year was this? I think it was 2018. I was like, man, it's 2018. There's niggas everywhere.
Oh,
Stop
God.
playing, man.
Yeah, it's niggas everywhere. Everywhere.
There's black people everywhere. You don't go nowhere. You don't go nowhere and be like, "Oh shit, a Chinese guy." You don't think of that shit. You just see a Chinese person.
But they do that with black people.
And it's probably less of them in places than it is niggas.
But they do that with black people.
Do it with black people. But it's only us. We only do that. We do it to ourselves. White people don't go nowhere and be like, "Oh shit, white people here."
Oh God.
It's always black people that do that shit. Why do we always, man, I heard a nigga say, a rapper, only us, as in black culture, say that we too old to be rapping. You still rapping? You 30-something years old and you still rapping?
Yep.
They don't say that shit about the country artists.
I know what you're talking about.
White people don't say that shit about other white people.
He was right though.
We always putting ourselves down.
He was right though. I ain't gonna
Swear
lie.
to God, I've never heard anybody say, "Oh, you too old to be singing. You too old to be making country songs."
But
It's always you too old to be rapping.
Yeah, yep.
A motherfucker can be too old to dance. Nigga, you can rap till you can't talk no more.
But that's because in our black homes, it's a lot of hate. And in our families, there's a lot of envy. Like we be beefing with each other when we come out the womb.
We glorify the wrong shit.
Yep.
We glorify drama instead of success.
Yep.
And we look down. I'm gonna say we as a whole. I'm not gonna exclude myself because I am part of the black community too.
Right.
But we as a whole put ourselves down. Like we put each other down collectively.
And it's crazy.
We the only race that do that.
And it's crazy because I don't get it. Not one time in this whole life of my 30 years, about to be 34, but in my whole 30 years, that I have envy for anybody or been jealous of anybody, bro. Nigga can be draped up. Nigga, shit, let's be real, nigga. Before I got like this, all this, nigga, I was sitting there bummy as hell 2022 about 2024. And I didn't hate not one nigga. Not one.
The goal is to not look back, not look down. We're just looking forward and we looking up.
You run forward while
We
looking back.
this way and we looking this way. That's it. We ain't going that. We ain't looking back or down.
When you look forward, like say example, you'll start running right now. When you looking forward, you're running, and you look backwards, but you're running forward. What's gonna happen?
Oh, you gonna run? You gonna run to a brick wall? You gonna run into
Exactly.
some shit, or you gonna fall off?
Exactly.
You either gonna fall off or you gonna run right face first into some shit.
Exactly. And that's crazy that you said it like that because of within the last month with everything on God, it's just the forward. The forward is the only thing that's looking good for me. The what's in
That's
front.
it.
That's in front.
The past is as such. This shit is over with. Yesterday was yesterday. You left yesterday when you put your head on that pillow.
Nigga, yesterday I was sitting there in my emotions, right? Because I do get like that. But what kept on happening was my phone. Ding, ding, ding. You got 50 new subscribers. You know what I'm saying? That's what my future is. You know what I mean? My future calling me. While I'm sitting here, all this stress and all that shit in my feelings, the future was like, I'm right here.
Right.
I'm right here. It called me. You can't, yesterday was done for. You know what I'm saying? People have to let shit go. Like, people hold on to shit, you gotta let that shit go. And that's another thing with black families. The moms, the grandmas in them, they be holding on shit until they go, until they die. For what?
Yeah. I'm telling you, fucking grudges. A grudge will kill you.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers hold grudges, and
Then they go
They
look
look
in
at
that
it-
casket.
they look at it as, I hate this person, so I'm gonna forever not like them.
Yep.
But what the fuck you doing to yourself, you ain't even noticing. Because just as long as you putting this much energy into hating another motherfucker,
Yep.
you using fucking energy to do that shit. You using fucking, stop thinking about that person. If you just let that fucking person go, that clears stress from you.
That's
You
crazy
just-
that you said that. 'Cause that's what
Yeah.
grandma said to me the other day. She said, you gotta let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
Just let it go. Like,
And it don't even gotta be a
lose.
relationship. It can be a fucking old friend that did
Right.
you dirty.
Let it go.
It could be an old teacher. Anything. Just if you holding a grudge, man, the best thing you can do is just let that person the fuck go instead of putting all that energy and hating them.
I give you a great example. Where I got shot at Cleo House.
Right.
He was the OG and I fuck with him. But at Cleo House, he I think it was about 2019. I found his number, called him. And I said, Cleo, I forgive you. Now, I had so much hate in my heart for that man because I feel like I was a kid and that shit shouldn't have happened. But I called him and I said, I forgive his ass, nigga. And that nigga said, man, DJ, that's honorable.
That's a slept-on trait, though, because when I just said let shit go, a lot of people would probably assume that I meant like, I mean, I did mean that, so I ain't even gonna say I did. But what you just said was perfect because letting the shit go ain't just forgetting and just letting it go within.
Right.
But when you can reach out to somebody and tell them you forgive them, you know what the fuck that does something for you and them. Because now y'all can sit around each other comfortably because y'all got a mutual understanding now. Instead of you just closing it all off within in yourself, that person still don't know how you feel about them.
Right.
So when they get around, it's like walking on eggshells or they move around you because they don't know how you feel. But when you can express it, when you can reach out and tell them and y'all can come to a fucking understanding, then we can sit around each other comfortably.
Yep.
We can get around each other and we can talk, or we just agree not to talk, but now we know we ain't got to move around each other.
Yep.
That's how you fucking create space in your motherfucking soul so you can move past this shit.
Yeah, I had to. That's what was happening.
Man,
I was still angry as fuck.
You gotta create space in your soul because if you don't, you're just gonna be dealing with this shit forever. And it's just gonna burn you up every fucking day.
I was angry than a motherfucker at him. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, that's why I don't hold grudges. For one, I'm not mad enough at a person to hold a grudge for.
Right.
I'm not gonna say that shit. Let me take that back. Baby mama and daughter. Hey,
that's recent though.
Let's get to that real quick. A lot of people.
There you go. Tap in.
A lot of people gonna take this the wrong way.
Tap
Matter of
in,
fact,
brother.
they take it however if it's the wrong way or the right way. Sometimes you even gotta cut your own damn kids off.
Amen.
Sometimes it's necessary to cut your own fucking kids off. In reason with age. My daughter's 16. She's gonna be 17 in September.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let you keep going, but nigga, we ain't taking no motherfucking disrespect.
But
no
she's
kids,
old
nigga.
enough. She old enough for me to be like, hey, I can't fuck with you right now.
That's a lot of parents don't do. A lot of parents let their kids still do that shit.
A lot of parents will let their motherfucking kids kill them. I'm not letting none of mine kill me.
My soul.
None. You got me fucked up.
Oh, God.
Because we two individual people. I understand you my child. I get that. But we don't cross no lines between parent and child. Don't cross the line.
Nuggets disrespected me, and that night he jumped out that window in 0 below weather.
Nigga, we don't cross the line. Just as long as we got the understanding, you my child, I'm your parent.
Yep.
That's what the fuck it is.
Yep.
But to go the distance, to disrespect me, then disrespect my wife, then reach out to siblings, trying to build an alliance against dad and his wife, is crazy. All on, for one, some misunderstanding shit.
Yep.
Two, if you felt a certain way with certain shit, all you gotta do, let's talk about it. Don't forget I'm your dad, motherfucker.
Yep.
Let's talk about it. The problem is you ain't said nothing to me about none of this shit. But then you went to the opposite parent and said that you said certain things. Now it's a fucking feud because something ain't being talked about the right way.
Yep.
Like I said the other day, people don't say what they need to say. Motherfuckers, they either don't say shit at all or they lie. People ain't saying what the fuck they need to say, because when you say what you need to say, now we can get somewhere to where we can help the situation.
Yeah, just
we
keep
can
it real.
change some shit, we can fix some shit, we can help some shit. But if you don't say nothing at all and then go over there and be like, I told him, no, the fuck you did not. Because if you did, I would have known and we could have been able to fix this shit.
Yep.
But we bump heads so damn much because you didn't say nothing. So by the time you do finally say something, it come out as frustration, and now you yelling, and now I'm taking it as disrespect because this shit came out of nowhere and you yelling at me. Motherfucker, what?
I wish my kid would yell at me.
We ain't.
Try it.
No. Maybe, like I just said, people gonna take it the wrong way. Shit, maybe I'm immature. Maybe I'm an immature motherfucker.
Oh, that ain't immature.
Cool. Maybe I am. But, hey,
ain't
fuck
immature.
it. If I am, then I am. But I'm not about to let none of my kids step on me.
Hell
You got
no.
me fucked
On my soul.
all the way up.
On my soul.
All the way up. But when I was talking about holding grudges, me and my daughter don't really talk right now. But when she texts, I do reply. Her mama, though, She ain't got another word
That
to
shit
say to
over
me.
with. That shit over with.
Motherfucker, you ain't, I don't give a fuck. You so dead to me. If you was walking across the street, my car gonna keep going because I don't see you.
Yeah, because you
are
condone
a
the shit.
fucking ghost.
You condone the shit.
I don't say, I ain't just gonna say out loud I'm about to kill the woman because I ain't going to nobody's jail. But it's like that. Like, I wouldn't pee on you in the fire. Like, I don't got, because you condone the shit. At the first instant my daughter would have reached out to say anything crazy to her mama, I'd have shut that shit the fuck off. Who you talking to? I don't give a fuck if me and your mama don't get along. We could have just fist fought.
On God.
But the moment you go to disrespect your mama,
that's what I told Nuggets when he did it a little bit. He just did it. He showed it just an inch. And me and Destiny, you know, we ain't never got along. And I see a little inch. But he said, I think he said, I hate that bitch or something like that along the lines. And like I told him, I said, you better not disrespect your motherfucking mama, nigga. Don't disrespect her though, nigga.
You do that shit, don't do it around me. You
can feel.
Now, I'm never going to discredit feelings. You can feel how you feel about your parent. Why? Because that's your parent. That's your life. This is your shit to own.
Yep.
Motherfucker, we all feel a certain way about our parents.
On God.
But what you ain't gonna do is express that shit out loud to me.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
No, I'm not about to let you do it.
Ain't doing that shit.
Matter of fact, no, I can't say that too, because if you got a vent about your mama, I'm open to that.
Right.
But you ain't gonna disrespect her. Do that shit on a respectful line.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not about to let you reach out to her on no bullshit.
On
no.
my soul.
You can talk to me about it, cool. I might say some shit like, hey, don't disrespect your mama. Hey, watch what the fuck you say. But when you go to pick up the phone to blankly this, you got me fucked up.
That's crazy because we basically our parents and shit is the opposite of 2026 parents. They let their kids take them to hell and hot water. I wish the fuck you.
My
would.
mom and my dad. My mom really didn't get along with my dad too much, but she ain't put him down in front of me. She let me always have my own opinion about my dad. Now, my baby mama say, and I ain't saying no names. My baby mama say, I don't tell her to say these things, or I don't talk about you around. Maybe you don't, but you let her talk to me wild.
Right.
She called my phone. She on the phone with me.
Right.
Talking crazy, and you backing it. And there's another thing I want to talk about. Lessons. Motherfuckers think people don't understand the difference between riding with somebody and riding for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
When you go help a motherfucker fight, a motherfucker get on bullshit with somebody and you go drive them to the shit to go do the bullshit, or you go help them in the bullshit, that's not riding for somebody. That's riding with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Riding for somebody is like, no, the fuck we ain't doing this.
Yep.
Because now you're protecting them. You don't go physically protect shit, because now both of y'all running the risk of getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
You protect them by pulling them out the shit. So when my baby mama gets to talking, I'm going to ride for my daughter regardless. You ain't riding for your daughter. You riding with your daughter like a motherfucking pal.
Yeah,
like a friend.
We ain't friends.
Not even a friend, because a real friend ain't going to ride with you.
Well, I can't
they going to ride for you.
I can't say we not friends. Me and Marion close as hell because we have to grow up together. But it's a thin line.
Man, you just don't.
The line got drawn real quick. Like
you gotta. There's a line between. There's a line you don't cross between parent and child. And a lot of parents, y'all gonna get mad at me for saying this, but stop smoking with y'all kids. Stop drinking with y'all kids. I don't smoke or drink, so maybe my opinion is biased. But stop smoking and stop drinking with y'all kids. I don't give a fuck how old they is. You birthed them. I don't give a fuck if they 40 and you 60. Stop smoking and drinking with y'all kids, because when you do that, you blur the line between parent and child.
Yep.
Parent and kid, child.
Whatever.
You know, because when they grown, they ain't kids or children no more.
Right.
But you my child regardless. I mean, I can see, I'm going to take that back, 60 and 40s. If you drinking at that age, then everybody grown, there's a mutual understanding.
30s
But
too.
teenagers,
30s
motherfuckers are smoking with their 18-year-old son, with their 17-year-old daughter, with their 16-year-old. Then they let them do it in the house, and they say, I would rather them do it in the house than go do it out somewhere else. At least if they doing it here, I know they safe. Fuck the fuck no. Right. I would rather you do that shit at his house, because if you're doing it around me, I'm taking it as disrespect.
We didn't smoke no weed at my house.
But maybe it's because I don't smoke or drink. Maybe I just got a biased opinion because I don't do it.
Nah,
so I'm taking it as disrespect.
It's the right way to be.
Man, my auntie, I ain't saying no names, but my auntie, she decided she was going to start smoking and drinking with her kids. She bought them Easter baskets full of drugs and alcohol. I ain't gonna make it say too bad.
Crazy.
Weed and alcohol. I ain't gonna say drugs because then they give motherfuckers a mind to think what the fuck ever. But weed and alcohol. Easter baskets, nigga. I'm like, TT, you know what the fuck you just did, right? I ain't say what the fuck because I don't cuss around elders. But I was like, you know what you just did, right? She's like, what you mean? And I'm 15 years old at the time. Like, my 15-year-old ass understood this. At 15, I'm understanding this shit. I was like, you know what you just did, right? She was like, what? I was like, you just made them your friends. And I'm 15 saying that. And you don't know what you're talking about. All of a sudden, niggas talking about freaking around her. Niggas fighting her, fist fighting her.
George.
Motherfuckers smoking and drinking around. Like, you blurred the line between parent and child.
Yeah, I don't know about all that going
You
on
don't,
around
that's
me.
just some shit. I don't give a fuck if I started to drink today. If I decided today I'm going to start smoking and drinking, guess who the fuck I'm never going to do it with? Any motherfucker that came from my nutsack. None of them. Name 5 of them niggas. I got 5 of them. Name 5 of them I'm going to put in a rotation of weed or alcohol or drugs and alcohol. I don't give a fuck if I decided to start smoking crack. You better not fucking light a cigarette around me. You got me fucked up. You do that shit over there. And I'm like I said, it's gonna be a lot of parents mad at me for saying this shit. That's just my opinion though. Stop smoking and drinking with y'all kids. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna say stop because you already started. For the ones that haven't did it, don't do it. Because if you already started, you can't stop it now because then motherfucker gonna look at you like, what the fuck, what's going on now? Because when you do some shit for so long and then you change it, that's where problems come in there too then.
Yep.
Problems come in there too because then it's a sudden flip. But just don't start it. If you got little kids, cool, you already ahead. Don't start doing it. Just fuck nah. You blur that line between parent and child, you opening yourself up to a whole lot of dangerous risks. Hell no. Nah.
It's more common than you think, though, honestly.
It's fucking common as hell, nigga. I know a mama and daughter that are pregnant together.
Damn.
Not by the same nigga, but they're pregnant at the same time.
God damn.
Nigga, man. But we come from a family that, like, my dad got a daughter that's younger than my daughter. Like, my daughter got an auntie she older than. Me too, matter of fact. His sister is younger than me.
I was about to say that
So
same
it's
shit
like,
already happened.
it's his mama did it, then he did it. I'm not doing it. I believe I'm done having kids. I can't just say I'm absolutely done having kids because I'm a not legally married man, but I'm a committed relationship. And if she decide she want to have another child and I'm physically able to have one,
Why not?
why the fuck not? I'm still young enough and my shit still work. Why the fuck not?
Right.
But if she don't want to have no more kids, I'm cool with it. If she do, I'm cool with it.
Right.
Because this the person I plan on being with. So I know, and at least within me, I'm not going to have no kid with this woman. And now we got to worry about raising this child separately. Because I don't plan on our son ever having no step parents.
Right.
Hopefully she don't plan on our son ever having no step parents.
Right.
And if we add more kids to it, we just got to have this understanding that we ain't going into this shit expecting to have no fucking step parents.
Right. Man, next one about people gonna all stupid shit.
Look, we got to turn up for the next one though, cause we got a little, we got deep, we got frustrated. Yep. But for the next one, we gotta get on some. We gotta turn up for the next one, man.
Yeah, we turning up for sure.
Cause we got a lot of shit. You got a lot of shit that you about to start exploring with.
Yep.
And shit like that, and
It's new adventure.
it's gonna be fun to see how all that shit turn out.
Yeah, like that video last night, that shit turned out good.
I'm glad we was able to get outside to do this shit.
Yep.
I think we should start finding more locations. I'm gonna
Yep.
start looking up locations so we can just start going different places. So the podcast look different every time.
I think that's a good idea.
I want to start taking y'all places with us instead of just being in the motherfucking on set in the house all the time.
Yeah.
I want to start taking y'all, because last year we was talking about street interviews. We never got around to it. So even if we ain't gonna do street interviews, we can get out in the streets and do this.
Right.
Shit, tell the, ooh, nigga. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I was just gonna be like, no, I ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Downtown be cracking in the on the weekends.
Yep.
You were just out there last night.
Yep.
Do you know how cold it'd be to do this shit right on the corner?
That would
We
be
got
hard.
all them people, drunk motherfuckers walking up. We got a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's gonna walk up in there.
Don't give too much sauce.
Don't get.
Don't give too much sauce.
It'd be so cold to do this shit on the corner. We set up a table.
Don't give up too much.
Yeah, we ain't
sauce.
gonna give up too much.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know. Y'all fuck around, see us out there.
Hell yeah. Episode 8, baby.
Hey, it's been the 319, two brothers. We'll see y'all next time.
100.